Okay, sorry, that was my fault. That was me. That was me. I sat there and I closed it down. But I don't mean to because I want to get the sunset, man. I want to get this sunset on here. So come here, Yuki. You want to get in? Come on. Yeah, I'm back. That was all my stupid fault. I sat there and I closed. I hit the stupid X button out of it, and then I turned it back on, and there was nothing. I went, what? It kept saying the same thing over and over, and I'm, man, yeah, I'm back again. I just wanted to make sure and get the sunset, so I can't just let it go as the circle of death, you know. Come here, Yuki. You want to get in? Are you cold? Come here. Are you stuck? You're not stuck. She is stuck. Just 1 second. Let me get her off of here. I have her on a leash. I have her on a leash because I'm scared of the coyotes and stuff. But you know, even the leashes will get caught on something on the ground, you know. Wow, that's looking bizarre, man. I think once the sun goes down, you can see the mountain again. It completely wiped out the mountain. Wow. How you doing, Troy? How you and Mrs. Adventure doing? Hey, Troy, everybody else is getting on the road, so you got to load your trailer up and come on out here too. Mr. Old Man, Old Mechanic's coming out, and Jennifer's getting ready to come out. Cool, cool. You always do your trips like on the later when it gets warmer though, don't you? Oh, I know, man. It's just pretty nice. This week it's not supposed to be very hot out here, which was part of the reason I came back because I wanted to go see the Pima Air place, you know. And I said, well, that would work if the temperatures are in the 60s and the 70s. I can go out there and not die. But you know, shoot, when you get in the hundreds and stuff, and you're walking around out there outside the exhibits and stuff, and that's crazy, man. Okay, looks like the sun is getting ready to go down behind Raggedy Top. Let's see what I get. That'd be cool. Cool. Can you hear that bird? Here's going. There you go. Wonder what that is. Oh, I see it out there. I saw it flying. I see two birds flying. They're probably going, what's this guy over here doing? He needs to stay away from us. There we go. Since the sun's kind of going behind that big cloud over there, then now you can see ragged top. See that one big, the one big one that it's over, that's ragged top. That's everybody that sits there and lives in Marana. They can't get lost because they say, if you ever get lost, just look around and look at ragged top, and then you'll know where you are. And that's it right there, ragged top. I want to take a trip to southwestern Colorado when we get a chance. Southwestern, oh, by Durango and all that, or even farther. Huh? That's middle, isn't it? Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I like Colorado, but what burned me, it did not really burn me out, but back in the 80s and the 70s and 80s, I know friends that live in Evergreen and stuff, so every year I only had like 2 weeks of vacation, and I would take one and I'd go up to Colorado, you know. Sometimes it would be 2 weeks, you know, but I went there, I don't know, I must have went there like 8 or 9 years in a row. And after that, you just kind of get tired of it and stuff. And this is all before, yeah, you're right, it is expensive, especially since they made it a pot state, and they, you know, everybody's trying to copy Colorado as far as the pot laws and stuff go, you know. But back then when I went, you know, they didn't have all that stuff. So it was a little bit less people, but you know, but now they're like, now they have tons of people up in Denver and stuff. And I bet you they have more pot stores than everywhere else, you know, right in Denver. I bet you along Colfax, and Colfax is like 20 or 30 miles long. I bet you they have thousands of pot shops. But yeah, it's changed a lot. Yeah, I like it all. I like Silverton, Durango, and all that stuff, man. Pretty neat area. And what's that one? The one by the $1 Million Highway where you end up Ouray, however you say it, Ouray. That's nice also. I just don't like the dang roads, man. I don't like I-70, man. When people get going crazy on I-70 and then suddenly you're going like 7% grade for the next 3 miles. And you're sitting there and people are just hauling ass by you, man. They're just, boom, 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 you know. I went to Telluride in '88 and the sheriff had a ponytail and smoked pot. I believe it. I believe it, man. I believe anything about that now. It's kind of a pretty night, though. It's going to end up being chilly. It feels like it's going to be chilly in the air, though. Kind of windy and stuff. I should have parked the van the other way so the wind doesn't hit, you know, the doors and stuff, but it's okay. Because I'm sitting inside the van, half of me anyway. See? I'm all sunburned from being outside and stuff. My favorite state to travel to is Utah. Yeah, Utah is pretty cool. I love that area too, but the mountain drives scare me now. Yeah, exactly, man. Pulling a trailer and pulling your camper, but not just that, Poodle Professor, but you're thinking, you know, you're pulling in that, and then you're depending on the brakes of your truck to slow that down, you know, and then you go down some of those hills and everybody's hauling ass, you know, and you're going up, I'm only gonna go 60 or 55. I don't care what they do, you know. Then they get all mad at you and stuff because you're not going fast enough. But I would rather save my soul and save my brakes on my vehicle than, you know. Some campers have brakes, but I don't think all of them do, Mobile Tech. Isn't that right? I just did a couple of classes on trailer brakes. Oh, that's good then. That's good. If you're talking about those old-timey ones and they had brakes back then, then that would be pretty awesome, man. Okay, yeah. So it does have brakes? Cool. So it's just all a relay then, or whatever you do with your brakes, and then it relays it back to the trailer, huh? My 54 Jewel has brakes. Okay, I didn't know. Mobile Tech. I knew, like, you know, like when you get into the big rigs and stuff, the 18 wheelers, and the 18 wheelers have all those brakes and stuff. But I saw a scary one behind me the other day driving down a mountain pass, and I looked back and there's like a cloud of smoke behind this 18 wheeler that was right behind me. It's coming from the back, the trailer part, you know. So I was going, man, I hope he made it, you know. I hope he made it, you know. And today, coming down, there was a couple of steep passes, and I saw like one area where there was two of the, what do you call those things? Oh, the runaway truck ramps, okay? And they were, and I go, I mentioned it because I had my recorder on, and I said, let's see if these are as good as the ones in Colorado, you know. and I saw it, and it looked really good, you know. It would stop any truck, you know. And I go, that's pretty dang cool. And I go like less than a mile, and then there's another one. They go, runaway truck ramp number 2 over here, you know. Like, wow. I go, so this must be really bad for the big rigs if they put 2 of them like that, you know, within a mile of each other. I've never seen a truck use one, but I've seen a video of it. And if they lose their brakes and there's nothing else, and that would save them, you know. And all it is a gravel pit. I think it's like, I don't know, 10 feet or 8 feet of gravel or something like that. So when the truck hits it, it just slows them down instantly, you know. It's really an amazing way to do it. Where's all that orange over there? Let's see, let's get that. I know it's in the tree, but there we go. Yeah, but you know what? Whatever, how many pounds it is and all that stuff, Mobile Tech, you'll never get me to ride in an 18-wheeler and go down some of those roads that you saw that I was in today, man. Let alone Colorado. I-70 has some scary steep roads, and what's the speed limit? 75, 80? Shit. And some of these people, they're just going, whee, and seeing how fast they can go and stuff. They're crazy, man. But I got such good footage today. I got such good footage of the drive, man. I hope it comes out. I think it's going to come out, but yeah, I don't know what to do about the, you know, do I put a talk track in there or just play some music in there? Put some music probably, and don't sit there and make it too long. I think if you make a driving video too long, you know, like probably 6, 7, 8 minutes max. But if you do it too long, then people will get bored of seeing it. But even if it's beautiful and stuff, you know, that's okay. Then you can do like part 1, part 2, part 3, and all that stuff, you know. So after the airplane show and stuff, then I don't know where I'm gonna go. So I'm thinking about going to the whatchamacallit, Oregon pipe cactus monument place down there. That's right on the border though. But I don't know. That'd be kind of interesting to see that. That's the only kind of cactus that I haven't seen now, you know. Man, what was cool is on this drive coming down off the mountains, and you're getting lower and lower and coming towards Tucson, and suddenly, like, it's like the outlaw movies, man. Suddenly the hills had like saguaros all over, and then choyas and and ocotillos, all that stuff, man. It was like, oh, this is great. So I got a lot of footage of that too, driving with that in the background or in the foreground. So that's going to be pretty cool. Well, okay. I wish that orange part would be over the mountain right there, but it's not. So let's see. Now I hear a dog barking, but I hope it's not I hope it's a dog. I hope it's not a coyote. Coyotes sound crazy, you know. They're like, and dogs just bark straight, you know. Yeah, it's still a nice view. I was just wishing that the orange part would have went right over that mountain on the right. Thanks though. Now you guys can hear it now, huh? Yeah. Yes, please, God. Have the orange part come right there. Have enough clouds to be a part where some rays of sunshine will come down and light up the mountain. Yeah. Wind has been crazy here. It looks breezy. Yeah, it is. It's pretty breezy. You can tell that I've got this long, what is it, 3 or 4 foot, whatchamacallit, holder, and I've got it extended and it's kind of blowing it around. But yeah, I think it's statewide or something, man. Because yesterday when I was at Shiprock and stuff, all of a sudden all this stuff was blowing all over the roads and stuff, dirt and wind and everything. And then I was like, I was afraid whenever the big rigs, I'd get behind them and stuff. Like I went, man, what if the wind blows it over or something, you know? So I'd back off of the trucks, or else try to go around them. And I don't drive fast when I'm driving somewhere. I like 65 myself. I don't know how fast you guys drive, but I'm in a little van that has a 6-cylinder engine, so, you know, it takes all it can to get over mountain passes and stuff, but I just don't like to sit there. And I can go like 75, 80 if I wanted to, but I don't feel safe doing it. Not with all windy and dirt and stuff. Yeah, there you go, Mo. See? 65 seems safe to me. And if I had a trailer, I would think about it also. You like to follow the trucks, so you get the, what do you call it? The backflow, or whatever it tows you along. But what's the safest if you're pulling a trailer like that, like Poodle Professor has? What's that? Safe about 60 or 65 still? You don't want to go any faster than that, do you? Yeah, if you follow the truck, yeah. As long as they don't blow over on you, it's cool, man. Poodle Professor, if you're still on there, I watched one of the last ones that Rusty did. Well, not last one. He's probably made 3 or 4 besides that, but he bought that new place down in Fort Clark Springs, I think it was. That looked pretty cool, you know. But he's got his truck parked there. I don't know where his RV and stuff went, but oh, he's gonna pick up a new RV. That's what I think he said. But yeah, he's always comes up with these cool places to stay, but he only stays in them for a little while. I try not to go over 63 with the camper. It makes other people mad since the speed limit is 85. Yeah, in West Texas. Yeah, they go crazy, man. So when you say it's 85, then they want to go 90 or 95, you know. Excuse me. All right, he's got it. Okay, so he's gonna get his new casita and then haul it to Carrizozo, I guess, and that'll be his summer home. And then Texas will be his winter home, I guess. I don't know. He's got it going on, man. So it'd be nice to be able to do all that stuff, to, you know, shuffle your funds around and do like he does, you know. So, hey, Joanne Glass, how you doing? Joanna Anna Bobana, Fee Fi Fofana, Joanna Anna Bobana. She's the one. Hey, Joanne, this is actually the second live. Well, third actually. The first one I accidentally turned off, and then I tried to start another one. Then it ended up trying to go vertical. So I said, no. I want the sunset on here. So I started this one over. Brexton was in the first one. There's a lot more people in the first one, but I think they all got lost. They all said, "Oh, he's up to the same crap. He just shuts off without telling us." But that was an accident, though, really. How are you doing, Joanne? Are you recovering from all your ailments and your falling downs? I hope so. Oh, there's a little bit more orange. There we go. Larry and Ruthie. I like the orange right there. That's cool. Hey, Glenn C. How you doing, man? Yeah, another sunset. Well, actually, I haven't been here for a week, and I just came back from New Mexico up there I had a hell of a drive through Highway 60, Glenn, and I found all kinds of material, good footage to make some good videos. I saw an abandoned ghost town RV camp with buildings, like 7 buildings and stuff, you know. So it's awesome, man. Whenever I get somewhere where I could just sit down and look at all the clips and stuff and put it together, it's going to be awesome. It's called Seneca, the Seneca RV ghost town that I found. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, I came back to Arizona and I found a ghost town RV park. Hey, Glenn C., I'm sure I missed it, but what are your plans for the next temps going in the 80s here this weekend? Yeah, I'll be okay with that. You know, I just didn't want to go to that airplane park, you know, in high, super high temperature, you know. Yeah, it looks nice now, doesn't it? Plans for after the museum visit. I'm not sure about what that then, Mike F. I thought about going to see the Oregon pipe cactus state monument or whatever that is, you know. Yeah, it is cool. You got any suggestions there, Mike F? You know, you seem to know all these places in Arizona, man, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you telling me all these little places, man, and you were right on, you know. What was really cool is in Payson they had a super dog park, man. Yuki enjoyed the heck out of it, man. That saguaro cactus in the background. Yeah, right by the trees. Yeah, that's kind of cool. There's a little barrel cactus. It's about 20, 30 feet from me, and it's just starting out. But I'm gonna wait till tomorrow morning when the sun comes up and take a good close-up picture of it. I like the little barrel cactuses. They're pretty cool. Oh yeah, I like that picture right there, man. That's nice. Yeah, there was this. We always stop at the dog park in Roswell. Oh yeah. The one in Rio Doso is very nice. Cool. I've never really stopped through Rio Doso, but what I do now is when I'm driving and I see all these little towns, like I got Snowflake and the other one, Sholo. I got all as I'm driving through, you know. And usually they're going to be, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot of places that have cool little dog parks and stuff. And that's one of the reasons that I want to go to the Pima Air Museum. Also, Poodle Professor is they're dog friendly. The dogs get to go inside as well as outside. So that is just cool by me, you know. I know it might get hot during the daytime because it's such a massive yard there, but that'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool, you know, to sit there and go in somewhere where it's cool if it is too hot, you know, take your dog in there and stuff. But when I go, I'm going to take like a backpack and have 2 or 3 waters in it and her little bowl of water and stuff. So It makes a big difference, you know. I don't, you know, I can't like go to stop at some places because they say no dogs, you know. What gets me is like all these parks and stuff that say, yeah, dogs are welcome here, but they're only welcome where your car is, you know, in the parking lot, or they're, you can take them anywhere in the parking lot, but they're not allowed on no trails and stuff, you know. And so what are you trying to tell me? That dogs are nastier than people, you know? Yeah, you know, like some of the things I've seen, you know, like what people do with their poop out in the wild is totally disgusting. You know, at least a dog, they'll sit there and they poop somewhere and we have to pick it up or something. But I've seen people out in the wild, they take a poop and they try to sit there and smash their toilet paper. And then what do? They put a rock on top of it. Why? Why do you even do that? Crap. I mean, you know, go out a hole or something, you know. Well, why do you put a rock on it? Like it's like telling everybody, oh, I'm stupid, I pooped here and I put a rock on top of it, you know. I hate that they aren't allowed on trails in national parks. I guess they won't get my, I know it sucks, man. When you have to take care of a public restroom, you'll see just how nasty. Oh yeah, I know. I realize people are nasty, but to go out and into a nice park and stuff in the forest and then poop and then put a rock, you know, in it, you know. I remember Jenny Gibbs, she was doing a video out at Death Valley, and it's all like rock and stuff out there, you know. So, and then all of a sudden she sees something, and it's like part of toilet paper, and what I just said, you know, somebody went poop and they'd put a rock over all the stuff they did, you know. That's not taking care of it, you know. Yeah, if you go to Mount Whitney, you have to take a bag and poop in the bag and all that stuff, you know. I hate toilet paper and all that stuff in the woods, you know. Plus it attracts, you know, your dog's are going to go straight over there and start, get away from that, you know. Get away from that, you know. You know who it was, you know. It's nasty. But people just need to be more aware, you know, if they can't, you know. The correct way, supposedly, is supposed to have a small shovel with you, go out in the woods, dig a hole like a foot deep or half a foot at least, you know, and then go into that, you know. And you're really not even supposed to put your toilet paper in there because it takes too long for that to decompose, you know. But you know, don't sit there and make a big old mess and then put a rock on top, like they're saying, see, we did this and we got a rock on top of it. See, you know, it doesn't do no good, you know. It just really doesn't. Imagine all the pooping that went on along the trails of the wagon. Really, man. You know, and I bet you even they weren't that bad. They're gonna sit there and do it right next to the wagon and all that. So, but yeah. That's another thing that I find interesting too is mobile tech. Is the wagon trains and the trails that they went through and the ruts. I'm obsessed with the ruts. So if you know any good places where there have some ruts that you could actually see if you fly a drone, then let me know and I'll go record it. You know, they didn't eat all. Yeah, that's true too. Well, but still, they ate a lot of the beans and stuff like you know, like they portray in the movies. What? More beans again? You know? But you're right. At the most part, you know, they eat more food. Now everything that people eat is junk food. So the Mojave Road has those ruts, and some of them are deep. Where is that? Where are you talking about? Are you talking about the Oregon Trail that goes out that way, or which one? There's so many trails, you know. Blanco in Texas has awesome wagon. What? Blanco? Okay. Has awesome trails in the river. Yeah, everywhere it seems like where they have the ruts and stuff, and somewhere there's got to be dinosaur tracks too. There's some of those in the panhandle of Oklahoma. 130-mile trail from the 1800s. Cool. Yeah, at least they didn't have toilet paper, no doubt, man. Or else it'd be still blowing around the prairies, huh? Look, what is that, a cotton field? No, it's toilet paper. Goes from the Colorado River to Afton Canyon, California. Oh, okay, cool, cool, yeah. That kind of stuff is pretty interesting, man, and seeing, I don't know how well, it depends on the amount of people thousands of people that went through, and went on those wagon trains and stuff all the way to California and stuff, I have 2 video series on the trail. Okay, I'll look them up, man. But, but thousands of people with heavily laden wagons, pulled by horses and stuff when it rained and stuff. Those wheels would dig in and stuff, and even farther in the trail, and then pretty soon, then you have like what 7, 8, 10-inch ruts right there, I bet you that's how it was. And then a lot of those have lasted all this time, because a lot of these places, people don't ever go anywhere, It's funny how long things last in a riverbed. Yeah, exactly. In a riverbed, everything lasts, But, what I was going to say is nobody, some people see the start or parts of a wagon trail and stuff, but nobody's followed the actual trail unless they're diehard, It'd be a fun thing to do on a four-wheeler side by side, but how far can you get, And those people did it, they did it for their lives, and they probably lost a lot of people lost their lives doing it too, but yeah. Yep. There's so many things that we don't ever get to see or don't see, that we've heard about. I think there's an owl, that's what it is. He's over there. Ooh, oh, ooh, ooh. That's okay, Joanne. You can laugh. You can laugh about any of this. If we can't laugh anymore, Joanne, what else are we gonna do, huh? Lots of dino tracks in Texas. Yep. Floods have revealed a lot of them. Yep. You talk about when the floods and then the water goes down and see all of a sudden you see all these. What? We had dinosaurs here? 3-toed dinosaurs that were big, Oh yeah, yeah. What's really neat is not just the dinosaur, but then you see the fossils of them, the bones and stuff too, man. That's amazing too, to go see those things put together, and you're going, you're kidding me? This thing is like 30 foot tall, and here we are 5, 6 feet tall, and we'd be like not even a lunch to them, man. Okay, I'll probably shut it down here in about 6 more minutes, okay? So, I love Dinosaur Valley State Park, lots of tracks. Okay, I want to put that down on I'm serious about that, Troy. I think I'm going to do a Texas one coming up, I'm going to buy the Texas Park Pass and just go all over Texas and stuff. I love the fossils. We have nice Cretaceous ones in Texas. All right, cool. But I think Texas is big enough to do a whole road trip by itself, man. And if you have to use the Texas Pass to get into a park, and that'd be kind of cool. Rocks on turds, really. Yeah, we have some kind of big dinosaur, dolphin-looking fish in here. Oh, the ones that came out of the water and ate things, probably. There's some stuff in Oklahoma too that I wanna get to, because It's just really cool stuff. One of them is I don't want to say it, but I don't want to say the name of it. But there's a place where they would stop the wagon trains and stuff, and they'd etch their names in the cliff sides. So that's one of the things I want to go see. Berlin, Nevada, Texas Pass is a good deal. It is a good deal. Oh yeah, Texas Pass is a damn good deal, you know. And then if you're sitting there and you get tired of it for, you know, like I do, then every week or so, stop at a hotel somewhere and enjoy that and get caught back up with being being lazy in a motel room, you know. But whenever you're camping out, or even in the van, or even with your trailer and all that stuff, you know, you're always right there, and you gotta make everything work just right, you know. There are good videos on Berlin, Nevada. Okay. Yuki's just sitting there in the dirt, look. Yuki, what are you doing, huh? You want to come in here? Are you freezing? Say, no, Daddy, I like this. I've been in the damn van all day long. Yeah, exactly, man. You use the pass all the time. You know, and even if you don't plan on staying and stuff, it gets you in free and all that stuff, you know. Not to mention, you know, discount if you camp there and stuff, you know. I have that new baby bed for Ruth and traveling, and it'll keep her out of the dirt. Yeah, that's cool. I need to get one. I bought her this one. It's off the ground. It's like, but it's a little round one, Mobile Tech, and she won't get into it. I think the one that you got, then she would use it. So I need to do that, because you can fold that up and just throw it in the back, you know. Come on, want to get in? Come on, come on. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, New Mexico. Yeah. And then what's coming next is going to be not just New Mexico, but all those people in a quartzite. And thank God that I have never been a fan of quartzite. I just never thought that you know, they talk about the regular town is only like 4,000 or 5,000 people, but at the height of the season, which is what, January, February, March, then it gets up to be 1 million people. But every time everybody goes there, everybody gets sick. So that's not worth it for me to go there to be sick, you know. I've been out there, but that's just not my thing, to go out there in the big crowds and stuff, you know. That's what it is too, the quartzite crud. And then you think that you know, every year people deny it, and they go, no, no, you know, they go, no, that's not the quartzite crud. But then you look at all their symptoms, and they go, yeah, I got sick, and I stayed sick, and or kind of sick for like a month, and everybody gets sick like for a month after that. Well, yeah, then that's something, you know, that you have to say that it's really real. It's not just people saying, it's calling it the quartzite crud, but they get it there and they get sick. So, you know, don't ever go there in February. Yeah, that's what I mean. Way too many people in a small area. And then, you know, they say if you go to those camping places that they have there, that if you have a van, you have to have a self-contained toilet in your RV or van. And if you don't, you have to park within 500 feet of a toilet, you know. Hey, Gandalf, how you doing? How you doing, man? Welcome from the desert out here in Marana, Arizona. But yeah, you know, but quartzite's not my deal. I'd rather do stuff like this and be out here just me and the doggy. My doggy keeps me company. People bring the crud from other places. Yeah, exactly, man. And you know what, Mike App, you speak the truth. And part of the reason, I mean, not the reason, but just think what you're doing there. All those people, a lot of them, they call them snowbirds. They come from different places. Well, guess what? A lot of them come from Canada. So they get their sicknesses from Canada and they bring it down to quartzsite. And then everybody gets sick in quartzsite, you know. And then who knows? That could have mutated into some kind of other weird sickness. And people like Mobile Tech and me, we say the quartzsite crud, but we're really not far off, you know. And you know, everything has gone haywire since COVID days anyway. And that's been what, 1919 and 1920 back then. Everybody had COVID. New Mexico, they shut the whole damn state down. They shut off all the campgrounds to anybody that was not from New Mexico, you know. And I was like, what if you want to just pass through, you know, and stay? Can you stay at a rest area? Can you camp somewhere? You know, no, they wouldn't let you because of the COVID. Well, that wasn't nobody's fault, you know. People still want to go camp and still go do cool stuff, but they said only if you're from New Mexico, you know. And all these other places, they may have had similar rules and stuff, you know. Adventure America, yeah, 2020. Yeah, Troy, I retired in 2019 and bought this van, and with the thought of sitting there traveling around and doing this. But then that happened, you know, in 2020. So you know, pretty much put a damper on everything. Where are you gonna go? Just went to local places in Oklahoma and stuff, you know. But even still, that's when everybody demanded that you wear the mask and all that stuff and get the shots and all that. Remember that one time we had to have the stupid COVID vaccine, the papers and stuff. Make sure you keep your papers with you so you can prove it, you know. Right. I still have mine. They're just stuck in there with my passport and all the other things that I never use, it seems like. Gandalf, what is Gandalf doing, man? Are you just taking a break until you go to another live stream? I had to get the vaccine for work. Man, don't you remember they were like threatening with everything. If you don't have a vaccine, you have to do this. If you don't have a vaccine, you can't fly. You can't do this. You can't do that. Then they came out with the whatchamacallit, the real ID. Everybody's got their real ID, I hope, you know. Because if you don't have a real ID, you can't fly unless you have a passport. Passport or a real ID is the only way, you know. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well last night. Yep. I quit flying in anything I couldn't jump out of back in 2001. Well, you're different though, Mobile Tech. And I was going to ask you though, Mobile Tech, so that you saw my little video short I did with the guy that came in the camp, that flew around the camp in his ultralight glider. Do you still need your full pilot's license to have that thing? Last time I flew commercial was 1998, yeah. No, so you don't need a license to do that? But he was at an airport though. In fact, it was here. There's like an airport less than 2 miles away, you know. I've been up till daybreak so many times watching live. Well, quit doing that. Quit doing that, Gandalf. It's making you sleep lousy. You don't need a license for anything under 350. Okay, so it's kind of like the drone thing then, huh? The drones, they go, anything under 359 ounces or something, you know, you can land at the airport too. Okay, that's interesting to know. Oh, you did a live? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I missed it, but you should have a radio if you were going to land it at an active runway. Oh yeah, but I think one of the runways here is that they don't have a tower or nothing. They just do it by sight and stuff. I see them a lot here. Yep. Okay, you guys, man. I think I'm gonna. I said 5 or 6 more minutes, but that was a long time ago. But then Gandalf came in, so we had to all talk to Gandalf and stuff. But probably gonna shut it down. I'm gonna go to the Air Place tomorrow, Air Museum, and hope you'll know when I put some shorts up there that I went to it. But 122.9 is aircraft to aircraft for uncontrolled airspace. Okay, okay, that's good to know. You too. Everybody have a good night. I appreciate you all coming into the second live stream. I know the first one I messed up, but yeah, everybody take care and have a good one, and we'll catch you the next time, man. You guys be good, man. I love you, man. Thanks a lot for your support, man. I'll give you a minute to say goodbye to everybody else, and then I'll shut it off here. Okay. Night, Mike F2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye bye.